phone. Oh, ignore that. Ignore those. Hello. Alright. Something's happening. Just making sure that it's working. Alright, let's see what I can do. Let's open up Eternal. I'm playing this game a bit. I assume that the stream is working. Checking on my phone, it can't seem to do that. Let's interrupt the stream. Hey, look, there I am. Okay, we are working. What is this on there? Oops. Alright, yeah, a little behind the scenes look there. Anyway, I got my kids in the background. So, this is Eternal, an online card game that I've messed around with since the closed beta. Took me a while to get a key, but I got one a couple of years ago. I believe it was just put into live release about a week or two ago. So, this game is made by Direwolf Digital, and worked on by some Magic pros like Lou Scott Vargas, Matt Nass, Patrick Chapin. It's a very solid game. I kind of suck at it because I'm not great at Magic either. I mostly play aggro decks. So just kind of to show it off, it's free to play, but there are, you know, real money things. This 3-pack thing is actually worth doing, in my opinion, because $3 gets you 3 packs from every set forever. So I would say it's worth it, because that's all I've done for it. Oops. I've got a good amount of gold, okay amount of gold, about half of what you need to join a league, like a sealed league like in Magic. This is Shiftstone, which is effectively their dust, like in, or the dust for this game, like in Hearthstone. It's easier to get because you get like 100 or so per booster pack you get, and then you're handed free cards pretty frequently. So let's show off some of the gameplay. There's a lot of stuff you can actually do here. The event here is a sealed league that's ending in a few hours. I might go play a few games of that. 8-8 with 24 games left to play. I'm in the top 5,000, so I'll get like 8 booster packs out of that campaign. I'm stuck on a campaign. I haven't actually touched the puzzles. I haven't. Those were added while I was on a break from the game. There's casual play, ranked play, draft, which I forgot how much that costs. 5,000, so I can do it. Or 500 gems, which is like $5. And you get to keep the cards. You draft with AI instead of other people. Let's see what this. And then there's different ranks to that. They also apply to ranked, as well as Gauntlet and Forge. Forge is kind of an entirely AI-based draft thing, so it costs about half. It's pretty fun. You can get some. Do you get to keep the cards? Yeah, so keep all the cards you pick. You can get a couple of rares. It's like Arena in Hearthstone, the draft style, whereas draft is an actual draft. Gauntlet is what I'm going to play right now. This is completely free. You get some chests out of it. Usually come with gold cards, or as the chests get higher, they can come with booster packs, like the rank up chest, which is a fancy one right here. I'm currently bronze because I've played through it like once or twice. It's free, so you hit that. You choose one of your constructed decks. I'm going to choose my Primal deck. They have different names for the colors, but they're effectively the same colors as Magic. You got fire, yeah, fire, shadow, time. Fire and shadow are red and black. Time is white. Primal is blue, and Justice is green. and then they have different names for the 2-color combos, because the lore is pretty deep as well. In this, it is blue-white. So sigils aren't mana. Then you have different duels that come in tapped unless you have a unit or something like that. Just a creature and turn, so I'm not going to do that. The main differences between this and Magic is that you have influence. So every time you play, when your power, your mana cards, you gain 1 influence of that. The duels give you 1 of each color that they're part of. I'm just going to play this to thin out my deck a little bit. And play that. So each of the cards here have, if you look at the top, they have influence requirements. Like this Avasar Patriarch not only costs 4 to play, but I need 2 time and 2 primal influence, which means I can actually play. I have the influence, got 2 of each from those duels. But that's just like the minimum you need. This guy is a 3 cost needing just 1 time. So we'll go ahead and play that. Gives us 1 max power. So your mana pool is just like a generic mana pool, like in Hearthstone. So this guy, having this guy in the field, he's flying. So 1/2, as you can see, the number on the left of the picture is the power, and toughness or health, whatever, is the red number on the number in red on the right. And when you highlight something, you do get the explanation of each thing. So my maximum power did go up to 4, so I effectively have 4 mana next turn when I untap. Warp, I can play it from the top of my deck, but it was in my hand. If I see another one, it'll actually just kind of start flashing there. And then flying, it's flying. So I've got a bunch of different dinosaurs here. Like the Patriarch reduces the cost of my dinosaurs. And it has an ultimate, which I can pay 6 power to give it a permanent +2/+2. Attacking, I don't know, block. Both players always start at 25 health, unless there's some gimmick going on. This is a card that's kind of annoying. Taking Grenadin when it dies. Entomb is just, when it's killed, it does something, and it's just a lightning bolt when it dies, which is frustrating. So, yeah, we'll play our Avasar Patriarch and pass. Then we'll be able to play Adaptive Predator next turn, which is pretty awesome. Reckless means it has to attack. Overwhelm is just trample. And when it hits, and it has trample, because when it deals damage to the enemy player, it gets a random battle skill. So it'll be a random ability that has to do with battle. So we're going to play the Savage Brood, Sky Brood, because it gets an extra power every time I play a dinosaur, and we'll start attacking. Really down by 10. That's not something I can't recover from with this deck. This deck can have some really good opening, early game plays. I just didn't get a hand like that. Let's see. Now we can play both. So make your spells cost more. You get Punk, and then we have something with Killer. What do we want to kill with that? Killer means it can attack creatures the turn it comes into play. Once, effectively. Sorry that guess my internet connection's not great right now. Should have it wired, but so we will have him. What does this guy do? Let's get rid of that. Because the Grenadin is going. Oh crap! Son of a. All right, let's push on. Sorry, my kids are playing in the background. Let's kill that. I probably should have killed the thing with 7 power. What am I thinking? I can still block it and kill it. It's fine. Elspeth? Yes, my daughter's name. Yes, her name is Elspeth. She is 4 years old, and she is playing with her baby brother Murray. Ooh, another Adaptive Predator. Oh, and they also introduce a mechanic where it becomes nighttime, nightfall. You draw 2 cards during that, but I think you take damage. I'd rather been able to... There's something added during a break. while I was taking a break from the game, because you can get kind of screwed over. Flooding can be an issue sometimes, and it gets frustrating, and I quit. But you know, I'm starting to build different decks than just a few aggro decks, like this dinosaur one. So I'm not getting burnt out as easily. So we'll play Tillier's Favored, draw another Sigil, play it just to thin out the deck, and attack with those guys. Okay, got another 3, and I should have this pretty much. So you pretty much, if I remember correctly, you effectively have to win 7 games without losing 2 to complete the gauntlet. If you complete it, you go up a rank, going from not unranked to bronze, silver, gold, diamond, and masters. But a lot of people don't even really bother with that because going too high, because it's after what as you go up the ranks, the AI gets more difficult, and then it just doesn't become a viable, way to get gold and stuff due to the amount of time it takes to power through the higher ranks of AI. Since I'm still just bronze, I usually just stick at bronze or silver for this. I'm not super good. I don't like sit down and grind, so I could probably get up to gold in ranked constructed. I just don't really put the time in. But in the stream, you can actually stop like drafts and gauntlet runs and forge runs and all that in the middle of them. So I might just play one more with this dinosaur deck because it's fun. And show you some normal constructed with aggro deck I'm currently playing. Sorry about that. Okay. Thin out the deck a little bit, and then my turn. Sorry about that. Okay, let's just play a time. Play a Seek Power. Grab another Primal Sigil. And in my turn. I'm glad I'm getting some kind of slower opponents. And that the Grenadine deck had a much slower start than I did. Sometimes I get, a really bonkers. Yeah, and then you have these little things you guys can interact with. This is the one that I picked. And you can pick up other ones for scenery. You have to pay for them. They're in like different packs and stuff. Hey, cool. Something to play for Warp. Oh, I was lagging a bit. Crap. Okay. The stream is lagging me more than I thought it would. I could have actually played the... Nah, I'm fine. This is actually a preferable play. Because I can do this. Hook him for 1. Get through that armor a tiny bit. And my turn. No, he's not going to... He won't attack with this guy. Vorlunk, which I have in my hand too. Okay. Do that. Okay, who do I play? Hibernating Behemoth. Sortie. Yeah, we'll play the Adaptive Predator for sure. Hook for 1. And turn. I think I know one thing that's probably slowing me down besides Netflix playing is trying to connect to the stream on my phone. And I might do some more streams like this. I just kind of got a wild hair up my butt to it's like, hey, I should try out streaming. I've been meaning to. Let's just swing with both the big guys. See what they block with. Yeah, I'm gonna kill your 6/6, of course. And you take 6. And my turn, and I still have a 6/6 to block with. How close? He's like 1 off on each. Great. This thing Ivysaur is part of my really faster opening. It pairs up with the Ivysaur Prime Patriarch and a 3-drop pterodactyl that I can't remember the name of. It's just 2/1 with flying for 3, with 1 time and 1 primal influence, and you get it. You put out the Ivysaur Patriarch, it becomes a 2-drop, and it's flying in not warp, echo. So when you draw it, it makes a copy of itself. So you get it as a 2-drop with the cost reduction, and then you play this guy, put it back on top of your deck, and then next turn you draw 2. You draw 2 free 2/1 flyers, effectively. And then if you have something that pumps your dinosaurs, I do have 1 copy of something in here that does pump dinosaurs a bit. When you play it, all your dinosaurs in your hand get +1/+1 permanently, which is really nice. Let's kill that. So if you do that right, you effectively get a couple of free 3/2 flyers, and I end up flooding the board with like 4 to 6 of these guys, and it just snowballs from there. It's really fun. Sometimes you get a slower start. Permafrost is a really nice card too. Do that. Attack with those guys. I do want to play this because this is a 3/3, but it's just going to make my Lightning Storm cheaper, and it's not going to be super helpful. Not drawing super great right now either. Alright, give me something good. Not bad. I'll just poke him again. Break that armor, and in turn. Yeah, so there are cards that give armor as well. I didn't see what he... Oh, it was Roland's Favor. Yeah, there's also a cycle of favor cards, with Tellier's Favored being one of them. They're mostly spells. They do something that color is good at, like green giving armor, and then you draw a sigil or one of your mana of that color. So in this, so for a time, it just gives you a blocker. Every time I think I can play it, I'm gonna end up wiping my board. I don't want to do that. And the reason he's stuck here is it's stunned, which means usually it's like there's the Terriex. That's what I was looking for. When you're stunned, you're effectively tapped for 2 turns. But Permafrost is an attachment, which is like weapons and stuff that you can attach to, and it's just stunned as long as it's on there. And there are ways to destroy attachments. They're not super common as far as I know, at least with these AI decks. And I don't think they're super common in many metas because it's not... they're not that prevalent as far as I know. So we're going to put one of those back. It'll become a 1-drop. And I'll get 2 of them next turn. Let's play that. Let's poke him for 1 because I don't feel like there's anything yet. Alright, so my Air Force is getting built up here. The spells that they had in their hand. There we go. And 2 more. And then just start swinging in the air. That's 6, so we'll hit him for 10. We are just one short for next turn. Yeah, I figured it was. Huh. Not bad. Let's play that down. One short. Not that it matters at this point. Yes, I'm sitting here considering just dropping lightning storms. Let's see what I could do. But my hibernating behemoths not have overwhelm, so it's not worth playing. Just finish the game. And we're lagging, great. I'll probably just end the stream after this game ends then. I wanted to show off Constructed a little bit, but don't really, doesn't seem that I have the ability to. What do I care? You can't kill either one of them. Yep, and then you have quests to get chests, which are helpful. Each of your colors gains XP. There's like 3 sections to each one, and at each level you get something like, I can get a special well played. Instead of well played, it's just no ellipses. And at level 6 for time, I get 200 gold. Because of my playstyle, my highest one is fire. We can look at the factor progress. See, level 13, significantly higher than everything else. Played a Fire Justice deck for a long time called Rakano Warcry or Rakano Armory. Has its name changed, so that's why Justice is level 8. And then I played a Fire Shadow deck. I can't remember the name of that combo. For a little while after that, that's why Shadow's up there. So you can like avatars and deck art and shift zone and stuff for doing that. Back it up, not great chapters. I don't know what chapters are. You can get looking at card backs, different avatars, different card back than the base one because of the league and all of that stuff. Oh, it's just it has to do with leaderboards, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I'm not up there with Magikarp is. Yeah. Show friends only. Yeah, I'm rank 1 out of my friends. I don't have any friends on here. Rewards. Oh, right, I forgot. Yeah, at the end of each ranked season, you get special rewards. So you get premium. They do effectively make foil cards here. There. Hold on a second. Sorry. They just have like fancy art. Most of the time, I just dust them because I don't care. It just gives me extra stuff. So you can get it all the way up to a premium legendary. I'm just gonna get uncommons in a pack. I forgot about that. Yeah, at the end of each season. Look at my match history. See that I've lost on and off. I'm doing all right in a lot of these. You can look at your collection. Let's see. The Empty Throne is the first set, so I have much more like a single set. Yeah. Wait. What's the single set? Collecting one of each card. So I have one of every common in the base set. Almost every common, uncommon, over half the rares, and only 14% of the legendaries. When we go to a full play set, I've almost got a full play set of every common. It's actually not that big of a deal. So, yeah, anyway. And then premium, I've recently dusted a bunch of stuff. On top of having, it's only 4 sets. There's multiple campaigns that exist, and they give some extra stuff. You can also earn promos in different ways. Let's play a game of ranked real quick. I'm gonna use my Skycrack aggro. This is my newest aggro deck that I looked up. I'd seen on Reddit somebody had powered all the way up to master with this kind of deck, so I googled it, found a a skeleton, like a base build, and I'm like, okay, sure, I'll give this a shot. This was not in it. I kind of just slapped some stuff together for myself. I even do it in Magic Arena, which I might stream as well. I didn't pay attention to who's going first, so we will see soon. So I'm at bronze 2, so because I've actually worked on it a little bit. This guy's bronze 1. It's usually pretty good at. Sorry, Scout is effectively Scry, so I'm going to keep that on top. So I make sure to keep getting some mana. But the rankings, it's usually pretty good at keeping you within, like just close in rank. Like during the betas, it wasn't super great about it because there was only a few thousand people playing. So there were times where I'd be playing off, like I'd be facing off against someone in gold or diamond, and I was still just, dicking around in bronze. Sorry. Sorry. But yeah, it was a fun time. Haven't really sat around. What do you do? Sorry, you just get Berserk, Summon Nightfall. I'll just. I'll do that, and we'll get rid of you. So while it's stunned, its Inspire effect would still go off, so I'd rather it die than just sit around. Rakano Outlaw is a very good classic card that I've pretty much used in every aggro deck that I've played in this game. Warcry is a very strong ability. Quick Draw is like first strike in Magic, but only on your turn. Warcry, as you can read there, when it attacks, the top unit, the closest unit or weapon to the top of your deck gets +1/+1. That stacks. So every time you don't draw something, the Warcry will keep building up. It also stacks, like the Warcry, you can have like Warcry 2 or 3, or you can have, multiple dudes with Warcry going, and yeah, it really can get out of hand. It's awesome. So I'll give him the Katana, simply because I wanted to draw, play another one, and swing, because I'm going to lose it. Yeah, you're not going to pass up on doing that. Yeah, we're playing that. I just now realized we're playing the mirror. I hate playing the mirror sometimes. I just gotta make sure I'm drawing gas. This Drake isn't super great, but if I actually get up to 7, it wouldn't be a bad play. I wouldn't mind actually drawing something that, oh, right, another thing that I didn't explain was, Aegis, I guess, however you want to pronounce it. Effectively gets a shield. It's unaffected by targeted spells and effects for 1 turn. Or not 1 turn, ever. It's just once. So, it's pretty strong on some low-cost guys. There's some other. It's can be really annoying. You can also get put on yourself. Man, no, I'm screwed. Yeah, that's it. That's where you can get flooded. I'm not confident enough in my ability to build decks in general to like mess with the ratio. Like how much you've got 13, 14, 15, 17, 25. So a third of our deck is, man, I wish I was playing 20 in Magic. So it's actually fine. I'm just get unlucky sometimes. So I think I'm gonna call it there for now, since my computer's fine. It's my internet connection. So you'll just have to watch me end the stream. Yeah, I'll see you guys another time.